MPP amanyuko na ankasa as a political party they decide say on person mu gu amanyuko no
MPP for your break in the Agyapong
enti sandua na ne amana na wo mutu ya na nka wo mu pe dondoma mama ene opposition leaders no wo de wo mato wo de fa Abronhye so Dubai woni Tracy woni Mesbel wo mo twempra o toto cast Edemaka University guest ene wote wontumi so edi nsemu no de akyerew
utobia oye chikani bre ahoyi ya baye dambo jimie eyeye wura Kennedy Agyapong
ene wo frɛ Kennedy Agyapong evil so wotina moko prime minister na Kennedy Agyapong erini a Ghana for ya jimi nti yama bonsam media so president on
nti ukopim wo asen central hodder pa nti therefore
it is just a desperate attempt by Bawumia to revive his political career at all costs, and that is why Kennedy Agyapong decided to tag along.
A+ at the chopper ako ede ama attorney general yen sama ifo nyina kwaba ebiem emra dwumadie so as usual abusua pani atenasia ensama ekoso ewo oman Ghana mu ye ba be di ho nkoma na febibia aye kama NPP amanyoko no Honorable Kennedy ene Abronhye nsensem no sesia me no kasei ensama akofa banabusua esewani ensesemme ena me kacho abusua bewram ene wachi Sammy Gyamfi di nsem bia betudwa efa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia NPP thank you ton ho eni fufuro bi ni aboabo no a yede ni nyina ebre ahefo abusua bokọ de
nyame adom me ho ye matamfo a neguso bre danso e
bokọ ense NPP thank you ton no Sammy Gyamfi edi nsem bebre aba betudwa afa ho ebedi no nkomo achi baransa na no yenko Abronhye nsem a ode betudwa efa Honorable Kennedy ho ewo wontumi TV a akofa nsem bebre abanse we se na didi atabu man kasadi ense no beto dwasa no Ghana fo bi bu afu pa se Abronhye no ense onye careful ba kwikwanye nwuramu e
ma menchi ayarefo nyina na menna wase ewo question the brighter MPP amanyuko na ankasa as a political party they decide say on person mu gu amanyuko no oh yeah but some of us ye mu amanyuko no because ye hia wo mo ewo ye democracy aye Ghana ha there be am make that statement because very very important say democracy awo ye no ubenya anyahwe no too strong political parties it is awko amanya eye democracy ke bi ma minke bia memu na anyahwe wo mu too strong political parties esesa we ba na we aba we na ba eno na ma ke bi ma minke bi no eye de because we put the party as that time of government on its toes ema ni hunyansa mo ye niema yi but e kobese oni challenge bia wo ma ema niema wo ye na ototo na se enti MPP pese o mugu o mo party no but ye mo mu no ko ye ni any opposition bia apart from wo mo CPP agu PNC agu any dia keka ho nyina
e nko no mo ya o mo so mugu party
ye party no mugu no party a edi kamako stage wo di microphone wo kan se mu nko a okay bro some nko a sama wo kan directly na wo kan dia make ne de Japan Kennedy Agyapong so be so microphone mu u ba bi ono so sha ase de free ye na ne nsama wo kan ye no ebinum post free se waka e de atwisa be ahiafo because according to ono no mu ahiafo mpo munya okodo tumi kasa na nye ne adefo this statement and ne stage na so video for sabas minim so be kai a wo mu mienu no wo mo chia a wo mu to mu so ye free se bibia akwakoda enu akire no makọ wo mo ho nsekan e wo K University amene student obi o ko school no makọ wo nsekan because of 10 million makọ wo bi sekan amene wo da ya sabia wo ja ya hwe Kennedy Agyapong see because of that nintinto no mejai thank you to me ko biem anso wa the party chairman he supposed to lead this thank you to no ono so say men so married draw because of niema bi ntime kon makoye siesie e cheme sa beka ho aha a clear indication say panyini wa MPP amanyuku no the so-called council of state members no the so-called national executive members no John Agyapong mo say indeed say wo da so amanyuku no mu a wo mo dwe pa amanyuku no yedwa ka no mo sha say no mo siesie hwe ba bia kwa akosi enkonkoda look at what Abronhye has done why dey hwe eburu nsam hwe fi nsam hwe sebe nkwase asam ene agimisam o TV so e kan de kire a whole flag bearer
but abusuan sa west ne de me yen expect say bia ye be kan bi wazi say bia nkwase asem no
oh na se nsem o kan na nsem o kan na nyen kwasem This more can be bizarre. Some are project transfer kind. Some young guys, some not transfer kind. So don't expect me some better man makers or metal praises and worship song. And from Abronhye. Well, Muno. He is one of the politicians at Omuno and Wakwe se jata. And I say, Baba, Wakufana Befi, and people man you go na Kofana Befi. And one was say at Titino. And what Jimmy Sa, woman to me, Antonino. And the no did you mean?
I ain't from us, so say honorable Kennedy, a devil. Ono na ma NPP elusu ye ono na kika ya ma NDC for nya campaign message
enya nkwasasema you will call somebody and per Kennedy Agyapong statement na no Abronhye ye your kind it means one Abronhye kura wa helping wato bibia ma pen wa mo sika pen but the new to me frugina stage a catch such person so ye evil and you saw all kind of words at the describe Kennedy Agyapong e try so ye bodem ni look at all this.
Yenyina won semisuna heard this video emra and say 2014 Abronhye video bia and say air trendy baby Abronhye koye no and say na e honorable Kennedy men kan say ni die mu an to the hear video ni mra e ba
me kirewa mo hu sentia chema won to miss enso in support of Abronhye
okay to the yen komra
nti ukopie mu wo asen central hode pa so or launch operation 15,000 difference at the ama constituency never bomb so until therefore or boy duma den na machia na nado dankwa akofado asa mere Ghana fo nyina hwe animu se oman no babi oman no yetu abura na mampanyi dwandraman mama e de oman ne kwa wura mu no Ghana fo gidi ni se na nado dankwa akofado ene betuma ba betua sa abura no se be ya yenkonko yeden entum na wo de oda se campaign no ofri north
okay yabusia
Ibrahim
Abronhye see we 2014
say odefo that time no na dey no hu wo Kennedy mu ana ofre no odefo na bibia konanum no man bibia di no wa sponsor na man sika bi enti that time no okotena ho no ofre Kennedy odefo and then all of a sudden odefo be evil
babara man force Abronhye before na asoso no so amane yesi
na se maka kiro messenger taba na omukoba ni ba fie no a wo mo tete no mo ma na aduane feeding no ono no ne wanyini a wo re wo mo no and wo deserve so re wo mo cause abra no odi nsemmunu de tia former president and the president of Ghana John Dramani Mahama no twantro no odi nsama anya no kure betu dwa it was the same net too no the same Untumi TV no I want to know this answer muni na they were in support and the Kennedy onze bi konani the same abuana no worry John Mahama no na ya model no so wanya opposition leader or tete no or renam no and they wono no wache wo wato wankasa wo yonko Untumi TV so okumasia and wo biebiem according to Kennedy Agyapong no o se Abronhye na damfo and nanu kro sabo Untumi abaso se ebre de sika wo KN West ni no ekwa Untumi fa so de wo sika sa nani agyepa wa expect that se Untumi betu sa na mo but then wo hu de Untumi asaye
ada Untumi de na Untumi aye
so Untumi is not in support of Abronhye ko makwa mani TV no so Abronhye medi nko asem ntia
abusha we de me sha
no ka he tie Sammy ye adwuma na ade na me ye no se ebetia obia na ye boss our brighter media timi tena ho no hwe ma me ya it means he is in support so on force because no stop got it
and now fire Abronhye just say ye penny no or in support of the keke
Abronhye di nkwasam ti se wonso di nkwasam chene se fata but Abronhye nye de aye aye de aye na mbeten na me kan de nye de kire no as leader adwuma ne ye de so stop me but right now no he can't stop me because the Abronhye no o deserve so was here reply no ne e ka bibi de chance onsu nyansa na anya hwe no menya enyini mu tie
no we dey so pa chesa Abronhye nim nyansa
na wonim nyansa obi a wa mo aduane adi pen wo be friend so ye evil
na nya wan na so say Kennedy an tete no
sir Kennedy atete no na onim nyansa nti no ena na nipa na otete no wo sa ye bi ditia no what you say
and now kase no omo ye ditia NDC that time they no omo de
fine na you omo de say the medical can but sen ka be the opposition ya na nya wan kasa wonipa Se de make no what ya
na onya sure say bia nyame na etu omo so ka
anu de ya katua ko ba yesi bia ne mansan yesi ense Mordecai wo so no enne wono ne ya bese wono ankasa wo so wo si bia emu makwaku eno ano na asi ena asie no so what ya say enti san bia na ne amana na wo mutu ya na nka wo mo pe John Dramani Mahama ene opposition leaders no wo mo mato mo de fa Abronhye so oh Dubai woni Tracy woni Mesbel wo mo twempra ototo cars edema University guest ene wo yese no enne won se ewiase no aye circle ana akwa na ababesi enne ogina Bawumia chi enti wo Kennedy Agyapong wa fa sentuma gufi ti na no ma no kwa mo tra na tu so no odi nsɛmunu no enne wote wontumi so odi nsɛmunu de akyerɛw ti yeso wo wi ofo nsa no ahwɛ wo de because ofo nsa te sɛ nipa de
ene nipa ma hwehu bibi sɛ ne udi bɔne atia obi a careful
you're very very careful
because we are so no ase eyeze yo
kobo circle ekobasa nti ese ọmọ wo kwa wo hia wo mo na wo sane abesa hia wo
akwati se papa bi aminim no ya no otumifo a ene wo kyerem se ono osi so no owe amanfo ma se me kan wi out ase oni amanfo ma de dai basa ene wo ko
ma
yes ene wo ko na man so na do so ene se na amanfo so we ne ma
etwa besi eno ne ekasa kama no ene Kennedy Agyapong wo je na ya oya pe na no de o ma kwa ma wo tena wo TV so a wo ye de tia John Dramani Mahama kama na akone de tia wo what ya say hwe ene no ade na wo mo ye no e wo tsan ntumi TV no so no at the same time se Bernard Ntwibo siako open national chairman no se on force o stop wo mo ena no musi Michael Kwe committee wo Abronhye ya wo si nipa bi nsam a wo mo kan ye ena man DC for no fire and your friends about me so can the same thing say na DC for ni campaign bia but nsam a nipa bi kan ye mo kan na nyina na mo de mo nsa mo modi but mo de check Kennedy Agyapong so eno na man DC for 5 year campaign and then wo frɛ Kennedy Agyapong evil so what na mo ko prime minister na Kennedy Agyapong eri a Ghana for ye jiminti ye mabonsam media so president on Masa,
and I saw on soon, never saw my NDC for saying, campaign message.
So NDC will take it, they will pick it. Some won't try that. Kennedy Agyapong really flag bearer fine. More your campaign, and no number Baba Watcher say, Abronhye, no, you brought my war campaigns. I'm on to my Kennedy Agyapong, where you bonsam, where you evil, bonsam be no part the pentimum control from a bonsam. You see, I'm on your side. So, now drink, now you're good politician. Now you're student of politician. Your candidate and as a potential leader of your party no one addressing this way. But Abronhye lucky home sense. Hey. Oh, I'm telling you. And
that's who dinner.
I have to tell him point blank. Abronhye lucky home sense. Me who say Kennedy Agyapong chitafo obi atena TV so radio so ama wo mo kaburu nsem sa e de tia Bawumia. Never. I have never heard it of it. But anytime be out better Kennedy Agyapong, any pebiano, Minia Bulgaria, the blind Messiah, and as a historian, Kotiono, one also yet the same Bawumia fan. Kuna could see in some war grant interview bet me a Canodia a year Kennedy Agyapong. But you will never hear this from Kennedy Agyapong camp. I didn't know and on the quality MPP no. Omo madu se nya so nipa ba ko se ya upo ko fa nyankopon kura ba so ne se nipa no be contest ye be di nyankopon atem me a destroy no amobi ehun se nyankopon na wo ba be contest se nipa ye pe no wo ye evil eno na no mo de ye Kennedy Agyapong no
e se de na asi ama within a political party omo se ye tia ban mu no na ye ko okay wo ma ko position and still now opposition wo kwa jakwa dem sene se no mo aban mu e de ne be si
ni will be that ni nyina ye bad leader. The leadership of the MPP from head to toe wo mo ye useless. They don't know their job. They are not on top of their job. This thing who they are it can never happen in NDC.
I
have to tell them point blank. They are all useless. They don't know their job. They don't know their responsibilities. They don't know how to manage political party, including general secretary, including chairman, including Abronhye no your chairman. Now was somebody to say Abronhye as a whole chairman. You are expected to say bro for sabi nyansa wo mutimbe kopus. No more kotoba, no more to majority parliamentarians and the MPP. Never, they will never. Until no more lose here, can one city and no crank lose no. They have to change Abronhye. They have to change JFK. They have to change Nanabi. They have to change Intim. They have to change all all these old executives, our money party co-opposition, no one do one drain as politicians. One do one back. To be frank with you,
I know sir NDC be ko.
Oh, Mr. Wumpo, Sanya Maweno, and it will never happen in NDC. So we go to so be contested John Dramani Mama. No, I can't so you evil. Why you cassette second mine? And these are all the things I cost war our MPP. Minted that even a brand new share. Now, Admiral Rollins, Admiral Rollins, I contested Prof. Mason man to such evil words that. Certain nana and that's also bempa. No akafunka games no. Or kwa na no ya no so ka bro nsem te sa Abronhye krama ante so ka bi sa da editi adwo Mahama. But NPP mu F because omo lead Bawumia no. Woma no ya. They have sharp teeth with sharp mouth. And that sharp tongue na da womo no mu. To mu biom no mo de kansema. Nsem ni nyina ya. Na onim. Omo sum Kennedy Agyapong fidie. Eye plot. Womatna se no matna bopo no meche Bawumia camp say let's go on this path na yenyi Kennedy Agyapong ne mfa no metum because enim se Kennedy Agyapong de ye kekan sem hunu se ya ne kan kwasam se kire na ono baba be kan de boro sa de a kire ne ama delegate na hu se we wonim nyanza ne kwasam koto abadema no eno no mo de pia Kennedy Agyapong e de na koto down
baba sha we se no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni pa bia me e Abronhye na keka ne
kasama wan. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mfadi Abronhye yeso ankontia no. I'm telling you, Abronhye miemu so Bawumia camp. And say Abronhye nsema woka editia Kennedy no. Say if Bawumia is not in support and kwatia Abronhye say okotena radio so men keka nsem no. If say MPP our leaders womu dwen no muni how I see your politics aya manyoku a koma tia Abronhye koma sanction no. Because Kennedy Agyapong is potential candidate at the NPP.
And now address a folk can in some grammar, my friend. Also, bank Paco Cabby, my friend. Almost some nonsense and beer. But I know some Abronhye cooking, but only Namo. What your Bawumia camp, or been to me in your boat. A year Kennedy Agyapong camp, or been your boat, no me can sama, a year brun some said the Abronhye king, no fancy Bawumia, Kabundi Bessie. And Kabundi Bessie. Oh, my, your mother said the American. Yem piano fanen kota dano tie piano Kennedy near the bodan na obe bounce obe back ono beba be kan de che de ye kan afeni asom ne aye campaign ti se won te ya Kennedy Agyapong na statement bi o say ya mekane na wonim san kametimi ya retaliate metimi ya de che say but the bibi nti ma ye din and no mo de nya Kennedy Agyapong and I think say Kennedy Agyapong camp no ebeboa wo mo omonhwe wo mo kasa yi such words be to say mo hia fompo no kasa wo hia nimpo man nye ni general statement me to Kennedy Agyapong say kasa dodo no
yeah men nye ni general statement and now som say wo ba beti hia fo group ono Abronhye no and umpo it can go against Kennedy Agyapong because obi won mo be kasa wo pa che say ye ne ni ska de ntimi nkasa o ya homa so enti make such statement dey afo no kasa wo hia nimpo wonya ukodro de kasa na nyame wodefo na ma nipa baako balo kasa mo hiafo a statement no wase no enti wo mo to Kennedy Agyapong fo no this time said you mo see kono no eye ma wo mo to the path of Bawumia camp no mo nye di say ya na mo nhwe the choice of words a wo mo be use no wo mo renie na plural ankwanko ye singular na singular so ankwanko ye plural de me kan no
we china Sammy Gyamfi aba montedi nsembebri aba be tudwa efa MPP thank you to akofa nsem we nyina ba quick one yentie Sammy Gyamfi mra ye mo join news for abaso omo ena aye this interview yentie mra
is not a thank you to. What is happening is just a desperate attempt by Alhaji Bawumia to revive his political career after leading the New Patriotic Party to its most embarrassing political defeat. That is what is happening. And once again, you're having the entire MPP machinery rallying behind him to give him an unfair advantage over persons who desire or intend to contest him in the upcoming presidential primaries.
They do a thank you to after every election.
But listen to what the programs they are holding across the country. Who are they meeting? They are meeting their party executives. They are not meeting Kenyans. And what are they telling them? Do you hear any thank you messages? No. We hear Bawumia playing Pontius Pilate, blaming everybody for the embarrassing defeat except himself, attempting to distance himself from the very government that he served as vice president of for 8 years and head of economic management team. Everyone is guilty except Bawumia. That is what is happening there. So for me, what is happening is a charade of a thank you tour. It is just a desperate attempt by Bawumia to revive his political career at all cost. And he's succeeded to marshal the entire party machinery behind him. And that is why Kennedy Agyapong decided to tag along, gate crash what they had planned to do, and also assert himself as a potential leader of the party. But in all this...
Is he blaming everybody except himself?
Yes.
One of the headlines I read said, "We admit our mistakes. We will fix them." He tells the people, Nigeria Online reported, "You have spoken well, and we have heard you. We'll do something about it." He says, "Posterity will vindicate Akufo-Addo's, good leadership, among others, good works, and among other comments. President Kufuor and the NPP were vilified after 8 years of rule. But today, President Akufo-Addo is a celebrated former president. I am certain that with time, posterity will vindicate NPP and President Akufo-Addo." This is him talking on the...
Listen, Bawumia has adduced reasons for the embarrassing defeat that the NPP suffered, which reasons, according to him, is backed by empirical data. And all those reasons border on the omissions or commissions of persons other than himself. He says that, number one, they lost because of high cost of living, occasioned by economic mismanagement, DDP, fuel price increases that he himself was not even aware.
Except he didn't add economic mismanagement.
Oh, but if he's talking about they losing because of high cost of living, what could have led to that? Prudent economic management doesn't lead to unbearable cost of living. So that goes without saying. Then Samson, he says that they lost because of arrogance of power.
That's right.
And when he was giving examples of arrogance of power, he left himself out. He didn't blame himself for dancing off beat to Owosisifianibi when Ghanaians were complaining that times
He kept
were
using
hard.
we. That includes him.
You see, look at the details of the reasons he gave. He can say we, but in the long run, you see him clearly blaming others but himself. Okay? Now he says that they lost power because of arrogance of power. And that is what we were telling them all along. You had cause to advise them. I recall several takes of yours on this very platform where you had cause to caution them. They will not just listen. Now 4 months in opposition, Bawumia has repented. He now knows that they lost because of arrogance of power.
Yeah, he says, these are his words: "Forgive us our lapses. We will do better next time."
Oh, okay.
That's being remorseful.
Remorseful.
That's being collective responsibility.
I see. And even in doing that, he's making more commentaries that are more arrogant than some of the commentaries that send them into opposition.
Like what?
Today he says that the economy is doing well because of what they did in power. So in 8 years, the economy didn't do well. The economy was in a mess.
You said,
we all know the state of the economy at the time they were living.
You said for today the economy, the period that the economy was stable and doing well was because of the IMF that you signed on to.
Yes, supported.
So they are playing the same thing back to you.
No, supported by empirical evidence. The evidence in 2016 was to the effect that because 2 additional oil streams had been brought on stream by President Mahama, the oil and gas sector was going to grow by 84%, and as a result of that, we're going to achieve a growth rate of almost 8%, and that was predicted in 2016 by the EIU. In their case, they missed all the IMF program milestones. They missed it. And the IMF itself conceded that fact. They have publicly stated that fact. So you cannot equate the two. But you see, what is playing out is testament to the fact that the NPP has not learned any lessons and are not ready for power. And I have no doubt in my mind that they are going to remain in opposition for a very, very long time.
You know, they used to say what you just said.
Oh, yes. But when they were saying that, they were not acting accordingly. And that is why they suffered the most embarrassing political...
They championed one of the most transformational, economic policies, education.
Oh, please.
Okay, and still they lost.
The verdict is out there. The people of this country who were supposed to be the beneficiaries of that so-called policy passed a verdict of no confidence in them. They lost overwhelmingly, resoundingly. Look, okay. The reason why I say that they are not ready for power, and I'll end here, I don't intend to drag this matter at all, is that even in opposition, these guys are fighting over 1,000 Ghana cedis and stabbing themselves in the process. My goodness. A party that left power barely 4 months ago. A party that, candidates who were vying for their presidential candidature were distributing money like granite to them when they went for their primaries sometime in 2023, 2024. We saw money flowing, fridges flowing, television sets. Today you are fighting over 1,000 Ghana cedis. And they are so inhumane, so wicked to stab themselves. Now, so if you are a young Ghanaian watching me, ask yourself, that even MPP young men in the university, they are stabbing them with knives, butchering themselves. Then you, what hope do you have? What protection, safeguards can you have in this political party? So clearly these guys are not ready for power. And the MPP today are exhibiting all the trappings of a party in the state of comatose. The center cannot hold. There is no elder. They have no respect for anybody. Abronhye and Agyapong are all over the place, sorting themselves and all that. That is not what Ghanaians need. Ghanaians need a government who will come put the right policies in place for us to see the cedi gaining stability like we are seeing now. Fuel prices coming down like we are seeing now. The dollar rates coming down like we are seeing now. That is what Ghanaians voted for, and that is what they are getting. And so as for them, they can continue stabbing themselves.
Okay.
So that next.
All right.
Sammy Gyamfi.
Yeah.
Quick one, young woman.
On say yedika kana hanom. Amanyoko no elaki bibi. And so we thank you to now we mu koni nyina na. Bibi laki. A desperate attempt said yes Sammy Gyamfi kanu. Ahopepre. Prayer ho. Enkuku na yedi ye na no den and indeed po mpa no den. 38%. Over 1 million voter, equal 2 million voter. The year Tondraman, Mama, near this, the Atrian people, anoding. And she is sententama, yeah, prayer. Na yankoye bibi. Send your bear, you did save our face. Na candidates, na ye press a sudden court 2028, ya bema 1 year in a so. No sense, a standing feet. Tintantum. And no one would do humidika. And nobody thank you to say Sammy Gyamfi. And indeed, so reason you see corner. Sanye desperate attempt na wo san ko mo train na at least enka next year ana empo wo mo bema wo mo ko gina ye no mo pray so mo peso mo lead MPP amanyoko ni nyina no wo mo tranchan na ye party ni executives ye chairman, national organizer, women organizer, youth organizer wo mo lead sa thank you to yi na nko wo mo ko no mo bobo base na no mo sa no mo kasa mo ma rehemu no mo de chawpa ma wo mo we in camera without sanka be babonten no mo maye bibi kakra be to foma ehia wo sansentrofo ebema party ni din akoso no man sentrofo afa de emnye eyine mo man sentrofo mfa sa na ka wo sey no but look at how desperate they were and I said they are and until when you ma faso a wo mo ye sa thank you to yi hwe ni me happy free thank you to yi muka hwe ska sentutwe free mu ba hwe atenidi free mu ba hwe emuade ho free mu ba hwe sika empo thank you to opposition party hwe sika wo mu wi a wo mu di no ho asem hwe sika wo mu di no ase
say so na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gusu aye o
no ntimi nyai say wa hoka kwantimfi ojaya nkoyie eno oto aso nsu enkoyie enti akwesa abo santo fia noma gi wonyansani nko na to abo na wotumi fa na hokodie koso fa na wafa musuo wuja na waja asade enne wuja to na waja musuo oto aso nsu a wafa sade enti obeye den
ba say MPP for ma NDC for nya wo mo
I'm telling enko ba bia but still as wo mo say emma kwan ma MPP NDC campaign messages 2028 no mbe yusu and ne table bebre na msa Sammy Gyamfi ne communication team no mu twade to so far wo ma mo bebre and keni kwasa basa right now no 4 months awo tontroma ne mama abamu no bibia nya 100% nti anka as opposition party no e ho ne wo se mo hyase na niema ba bi kakra bi anka enkoyie wa abamu 4 months ka mo bo mo ponchi host wo no mo na nka mo ka ne yie na mo de kire Ghana fo na mo kire senti ase mo nya akonya na mo ba ebre di kan 100 days tontroma ne mama de wantumi anye empo de oye ya no mo nka betumi anye ne better but here by the case mo ko Abraham se mo koda mama nyuko no ase maka bibidi a che mo supporters no moko so ordinary Ghanaian onye support of MPP floating voters no e dey na chese sa thank you to ya wuko ye be ye na kono amonye sympathy bi mpo di amawo mo sa kire se mo ankasa mo ye thank you to no mo lack home sense enti ade na mo ye no nim ne mo ye ana mo de ko ene hwesa me Gyamfi betra hwe de wo ka waboa no woman communication ayede obi o wotie ni bia mpanso eko esi life no woman ni age enti ye gusua ye sre wo mo se panyini wo fie this is the high time adoneje kumkufo na do dan kokufo do so mo do mo na esi ho bara wo mada
o de fasan sem ni si na ye heard the story e wo ha sei A+ yes enti o screen so a ene da so no say upon reflection I acknowledge that the tone and choice of words I used in response to the AJ were inappropriate. I sincerely apologize to Honorable Dr. Ayin and to the general public. A+. And finally, A+ at the Chaupa Ako at the Ama Attorney General Ama Ensembebri in the Freche. Ba quick one young ras ansem ni mo
me want the full statement no ha se kwa beba ma ya kan ni achechire mu ne de ache Ghana
okay na ya kan na achechire
ma yen kan quickly ni yen ko when ya ni Facebook one or the abeto official statement from Honorable Kwame Asarobin A+ into bracket member of parliament Gomoa Central Constituency. I wish to formally address the recent misunderstanding between myself and respected senior colleague Honorable Dominic Ayini. To begin with, it is important to clarify that this matter revolves around 2 separate social media posts. 1, Twitter X, post from a fake account impersonating me, which claim that the Honorable Attorney General is a thief and corrupt. Maminche we muni yanko. It can't be a matching. Statement or the bench now say a near assem nyema mienu na aba opeso chilemu dia aba one Attorney General antem. Na de di kan no ade e friend say X kan na Twitter. A fake account or no onim ho hwe. Even though picture na ye picture. Nipa ni use no no de ye. But sa account o mo de koto ho. So Dr. Dominic Anyini aye kromfo or sa aye ketahye pre ne kankan no. Was onim ho hwe. A fake account. Mami second was my subsequent response on Facebook after the Attorney General appeared to rely on the content of the fake account during his press conference to address related questions. First and foremost, I want to state without any ambiguity that I have never at any point accused Honorable Attorney General Dr. Ayini of being corrupt or thief. The claim is false and misleading. The statement currently is circulation originated from fraudulent Twitter account that is impersonating me. Although the account bears my name, photograph, and even verification badge, it is not under my control. As the public is now aware, verification on X can be obtained through a paid subscription, making impersonating easier. The fake account can be accused via this link or the link in their tour. It went to the watch him. Said me kind and tintin tiawa. You Attorney General so be reply answer na say abano. I would gina so or Twitter account or say ye fake no. No can dey ache. Enya ne dia e wom say in the picture what account e verify any ade but ye nyina nim kwan a ye otimi fa so na X no ye verify account a obi betimi aye. To the link in the ato no say some na o kan obo a ye mfa so ne ye nkonkore na me wie no ma be che on maka kakra bi ne ma wie o say my official remarks regarding the passage of the sanitation levy remain available on my verification Facebook page. They are clear, measured and accessible to the general public. I never use the word corrupts or thief. I encourage all Ghanaians to refer to my Facebook page for the accurate and unedited version event this impersonation account deliberately distorted my position, seemingly to create confusion and inflame tension. Afei osimonkan wo babia da se yewra Dominica Yini oye kromfo oye corrupt nemmom sa account na ye ka ho asem no ene pese ede oyawo ene wo hawo ebeto one sa yenra attorney general Dominica Yini entem ewo honom o say at this press conference Honorable Dr. Yini invited the media to question me about an alleged scandal involving the National Service Secretariat. In response, I wish to state unequivocally that I have no knowledge of the matter and no connection to it whatsoever. I have never received any payment from the NSS, nor do I have any business directly or indirectly with the Secretariat. I have never contacted anyone to suppress or influence the matter in any way. Once Dr. Dominica Yini nano yetena no ninsemu wakai se National Service Secretariat sa ghost name ne PM no MP aye friend say A+ ni huom na no A+ nso dey tu dwa say onfa kwamboni bia so nkoji sika mfiri obi a ho ana onfa kwamboni bia so nko ye bibia ebetumi ase obi ama akwakwa de enye nti sansam na yewra Dominica Anyini press conference or debate to Jano was no nso no enye no kre watwam a wode afiri hon mo afa in the past I have extended similar support to several government appointees who were prosecuted under the previous administration and were later exonerated or had their cases dropped by the current Attorney General. Everyone who has followed me closely knows that I will be there for you in times of despair. For example, I was one of the people who stood publicly with Honorable Keso Atoforsen because I know him to be a man of integrity and believe in his innocence. From the very beginning, I do not believe there is anything wrong with supporting anything wrong with supporting any individual to tell their side of the story, regardless of their political affiliation. These are the facts. If Dr. Dominica Yini hold information to the contrary, I respectfully urge him to make it public. Transparency and accountability must be our shared responsibility as public servant. That said, I understand Dr. Dominica Yini's frustration given that an impersonation account using my name and image made sense offensive remark about him. Sadly, there's little I can do about this existence or content of that account, which I do not control. True, I truly wish I could. Dear walking in say, I had the abesi sansam na ekoso. Ene ababesie ne Dr. Dominica Yini ne SS National Service Secretariat and some more de eto no so no ono wagire mu dia ma obia ohia mo bia emfa won ne political party nipa no ojoin ni ene ade empo Dr. Kesato Force and some of the to no so no oboai edi dwumadie di ma no e wo ho no mo me bewie nyabotema me pa ese ye kan na ye ma etiefo. I take full responsibility for my words and actions as a gesture or of remorse and respect. I have deleted the post in question, something I really do. The fight against corruption remain critical priority for His Excellency, the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and the NDC government as a whole. It is imperative that we all engage this effort with integrity, fairness, mutual respect. Let us move forward in unity, sincerity, with the national interest and the welfare of Ghana, Ghanaian people, as our ultimate guide. Sign Kwame A+. Nin some de benina no wie no bontofa. Secretary Prene Kankan, John Dramani Mahama, I na adwen say ezini na so pa. O peso akutia, and ono nso oye support. Tie nyina ye nkamom. Me pese ye baby sa A+1 question. O say on kan be bia say Attorney General eye kromfo. O sa eye Secretary Prene Kankan. Enti ande na post now post to Facebook. Ghana for basse no what delete. And the statement here me read it with me. What so I say what delete. So one can ya dia enye editia Attorney General. Aden what delete. And no one no trust say adin na Attorney General team a oba reset ni brain no dia man no. Na nye A+. Enti won say de ntia. A+ eja konimu. A+ hu se ba bia fe de wakeka de akoduro no. ano aye den because according to information you kra me no right now woman you need in free majority platform no so
sir
WhatsApp group woman you need in free
ba ma te say also ma be deny say sa story nya no kra
na so woman can say no kra but information you cry no and unim a very difficult yama A+ obetimi asi toilet ba akokra mpo won mpesua so without the majority say no wo be ma the government no abehu se wonya nipa wo so wo no di kaso bom because wo die kra no now they ba die nim na wo beka
na plus kra no senka oni president fine pa
enu na ye me nwanwa se wo bibia te se mpo dia fa attorney general ho a
so se nya no kra
as member of parliament and then now the beto abontrans na yetu jagu so ansa no be deny se nya no kra dia wo ka no wonim ne wo ka edi
na be say we na x na fake account
oh
everything yes
oh men call x I don't want to go there kra na Facebook no so Facebook no so de obetro na fake account kwame asare oben A+ de ni Facebook wo na obetro de to ho na ene wa delete no eno so Facebook account ene me no wo ka say ye benya nkrofo e bi kra ye o mu be read comment ye o mu de sa ni Facebook page no sa post no post yo o mu screenshot da wo o mu de beto asem wo na be kan ye ana National Service Secretariat sa ghost names na epiem no sikadie ni sikaria na do me kan ye ne bo ni din no ene na ye masen wani nti wo ba bonten be deny dibata de me ka de a che Dominican yin ni se enei eni be bebra wo mo te se wo ye kromfo no ye corrupt no sa cha wo pe ya be wo mo redi o mo ntie wo mo mfa ho ti de wo mo tim ni se attorney general Ghana current attorney general wo ye kromfo
jazo chebi
wo ya kata hye enti din na be ma ni din no ho ataye se prosecute A+ enti chaupa we in good water me de Dominican yin said the A+ candidate who a defamation of character sanya no kra enye chaupa on siu no court o me prove
when na man focus say on siu no die
the brighter da bia metna meka I can never come and sit here na me meka asem a obi nya ye mfa nto no so me meka de minim mfa nto so da enti da bia wo ba ye yi wo hankwasa wo wes ni bi na me de ato na ma kire ne wo ye sabe awosam de wo kwase ama na me de ama wo so wagimi na me de ama na me come baby but ebra baba metina na baba ka sama anya no kura de ato obi so no wagunu ho fi ene o mra o ma ne mra na kasetia e de na ade be fa ade be te ho eye law court right now one attorney general don't let A+ sa apology wo ya ebinum nkaye no no mo mfa ho no e na adaw sue A+. Let him come and prove it to the court, to Ghanaians. Why are we corrupt? Now you thief. Now I don't know team no so very certain on resetting the court because we attorney general agenda team. Yempa attorney general agenda team. It me the top away there. E coming kwa and coming soon.
E don't see e ko yeah brighter media.
And no.
And dey what to Japan.
I was say what
Baba amanfo say where's bi o na as I personal
on say to da ensem na
Abronhye say na say
Abronhye dey was address na attack the personal on say I'm not fan of that but Abronhye ensem o dey by was attack the personal the brighter penny bie no makancho say nipa no say wo ya ade na nya ya fa na dwuma na enye ne fa ya no ka chen say wo bom eba na mamu a wonim ye dwondwaman mama sei but men kan kire no sebe wono amu no ye kwasea wo ye gimifo nti so wotumi tena se ne obi a wato aduane ase wono pen amma obi bie di pen be ka kire so wo ye bonsam a wo peta me beta na me kan jo so wo de wo ye nje wo no I have to address him yes wo dress no ekwan abefa so a wo be address wo no eno ne ye fa so ne ye de address wo nti wo ntumi nhye suit na wo nko expect say address wo te se farmer ana ntumi dress se farmer na wo nko expect say address se obi o suit Abronhye ache se wo te fim che wo se metena fim ni mu ne nyina ya address ne ye ko ye baby enti I simple ohun ya de so what you say sanity
yemfa si ye ko e be sa babiem ense ebi mu pentem because unkwan kra sija so
me nkwan sija so maria na ase wose man tue nkwan no na me dimiri kasa na me dia ba tese mi ko nso kra ka me de be ko ne ade ti ma nkwan hwa me nkwan na nkwan na ase ama me single room nso ase un ma de ba ko e de ori ase pa ye ne e wo single room no wo da sorry a wo hu bibia because bibia twa ho ahia
ni single room
fridge na sie yi
ni single room
e tu da sorry a
tempo me tese uni single room
na mo hene me wa ne enti ye ne wo sing room de ye join life but o de o chamber ho na fe no obekọ ho akoresa the fridge siwa
Uni sing
sitting room no akwa sing room ye da ye te ye ne ya mpaso ye bibia na si we ne age ni ye nkwa akra ye no dem o na bibia ye fan
Abusuafo nsɛm abusua kan nyina anya no korɛ. Ba da mu sie kwa bɛsa ba biem. Akra ifo nyina.